Hello everyone, this is teacher Suzie and welcome to my class. In this video, I am going to discuss how to solve rational inequality. It was requested to me by my former student, Shane Narciso. And shout out din sa mga former students ko, Hannah, Mariel, AJ, Sandre, ang math wizard namin, Eugene, Mark, and Faith. Thank you guys for your support in this channel. So as I said a while ago, I will discuss how to solve rational inequality. Let's have an example. Let's say we have x plus 2 all over x minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. So this is an example of a rational inequality because the symbol used is an inequality symbol less than or equal to. So, paano natin isosolve ang solutions nitong inequality na to? How are we going to solve for the values of x? Ano-ano ang pwedeng maging values ng x in this given inequality? So, let's start. Let's take the numerator, that is x plus 2, make this an equation, so equal to 0. The same with the denominator, kukunin natin ang denominator, x minus 3, gagawin natin siyang equation, so isusulat natin as equal to 0. And then let's solve for the values of x. Let's have the first one, x plus 2 equals 0. Solve for x. So this will become x equals negative 2. We apply the subtraction property of equality. And then for x minus 3 equals 0, solve for x. So this will become x equals 3. So we have now the values of x. We have negative 2 and positive 3. The next thing we should do is we are going to draw two horizontal lines like this and two vertical lines like this. And what are we going to do is sa vertical lines ay isusulat natin yung mga na-solve natin na values ng x from the smaller to the higher value. So we are going to write first negative 2 followed by positive 3. And on this side of this illustration, isusulat naman natin yung numerator and the denominator. So, we have here x plus 2 and x minus 3 in any order. So, again, inilagay natin sa vertical lines yung mga na-solve na value ng x. And dito naman, sa kaliwang side, ay yung mga factors na sinolve natin kanina, the numerator and the denominator. The next thing we should do is we are going to write 0. Saan natin ilalagay ang 0? Pwedeng dito or dito. Ngayon, paano natin malalaman kung saan natin ilalagay ang 0? So, we are going to test negative 2 and negative 3 kung saan natin sila pwedeng i-substitute sa x plus 2 and x minus 3 na kung saan ang answer ay magiging 0 pag sinubstitute natin ang dalawang ito. Let's say we have negative 2 muna. So, saan natin pwedeng i-substitute ang negative 2 dito sa dalawang ito para ang makuhang sagot ay 0? And that is in x plus 2. Because if we have negative 2 here, so negative 2 plus 2, that will give us 0. So we are going to write 0 sa intersection ng negative 2 and x plus 2. And that is here. Next, so ibig sabihin, ang 3 naman ay magiging 0 kapag sinubstitute natin sa x minus 3. Magiging 0 ang value ng expression na x minus 3 pag sinubstitute natin ang 3 sa x nito. So, 3 minus 3 is 0. So, therefore, we have to put a 0 sa intersection ng 3 at x minus 3. Next, we have to decide, Are we going to shade the zeros? So, paano natin malalaman? Babalik tayo sa ating quadratic inequality. Ang quadratic inequality natin ay merong or equal to, merong guhit sa ibaba. So, it means that kinakailangan nating i-shade ang ating zeros. Again, tandaan, kapag ang inequality symbol natin ay may guhit sa baba or equal to, it means that we have to shade the zeros. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to write positive and negative signs doon sa kaliwa at sa kanan ng zero. So let's start here. If this is 0, sa kaliwa nito ay mga numbers na negative ang sign. At sa kanan ay mga positive numbers. Ganun din sa 0 na ito. So this is 0. So on the left side are numbers with negative sign. At sa kanan ay mga numbers na positive ang sign. Next, let us multiply the signs vertically. So we have negative times negative, that will give us positive. Positive times negative is negative. And positive times positive is positive. Ngayon, sa mga signs na ito, positive and negative, may kukunin tayo. Alin ang kukunin natin? Positive or negative? So, para malaman natin, we have to look again sa ating inequality symbol. So, if the inequality symbol is less than, it means that we have to take the negative sign. And if the inequality symbol is greater than, ang kukunin naman natin ay positive sign. And since dito sa given natin, it is less than, it means that we have to take the negative sign dito sa baba. So, kukunin natin ito. Ngayon, ano-ano ang mga numbers na nasa region na ito kung nasaan naroroon ang negative sign? Or, ang region na ito ay mga numbers na nasa pagitan ng negative 2 at 3. So, isulat natin ang interval ng mga numbers na yon. So, ibig sabihin, from negative 2 hanggang 3. And since sa baba ng negative 2, shaded ang 0 natin, it means that kasama ang negative 2 sa solutions. So, if you're going to write the interval, gagamitin natin ang symbol na ito. Negative 2, comma, hanggang 3. And again, this is shaded, so we are going to write this symbol. Ang ibig sabihin ng symbol na ito sa interval na ito ay kasama ang negative 2 at 3 sa solutions. Or, pag isinulat natin ang set notation nito, so we have the value of x such that x is, okay, numbers or this region, ibig sabihin, yung mga nasa gitna ng negative 2 and 3. So, ang value ng x ay less than 3. Okay? Dahil nasa kaliwa ng 3. Okay, yung negative sign. So, is less than 3. At kung titignan natin ay negative 2, itong region na ito ay nasa kanan naman ng negative 2. So, it means na ang value ng x natin ay greater than negative 2. At dahil shaded ito, it means na kailangan nating isulat ang or equal to dito sa symbol natin. It means na kasama ang negative 2 and 3 sa ating solution. Let's close it. Kung iintindihin natin ang solution set, ang ibig niyang sabihin, ang solution sa ating given rational inequality ay mga numbers na mula sa negative 2 hanggang positive 3. So, yan pong ibig sabihin, mula sa, so kasama ang negative 2 hanggang sa 3, kasama si 3. X such that x is less than or equal to 3, mas mababa sa 3 dahil nasa kaliwa ng 3 yung mga numbers na yon, dahil nandun sa region na to itong negative sign, but greater than or equal to negative 2, mga numbers na mas mataas sa negative 2 dahil itong region na ito ay nasa kanan ng negative 2. Ngayon, kung gusto nating isulat yung mga numbers na yon yun ay from negative 2 to 3. So, negative 2. Next to negative 2 is negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So, itong mga numbers na ito, itong mga integers na ito, ang solution dito sa ating given na rational inequality. And if we'd like to check, okay, let us check if our answers are correct. So, hindi naman natin kailangan na kunin lahat ang numbers because may mga solutions tayo na infinite. Okay? So, kukuha lang tayo ng isa sa mga solutions na ito to test kung tama yung ating solution. So, para hindi tayo mahirapan, let's have 0. Okay po? Or let's say, sige, gamitin natin ng 1 para may mataas-taas ang value. So, let's check x equals 1. So, pag sinubstitute natin ng 1 dito sa ating rational inequality, dapat magsasatisfy siya dito sa inequality na ito. So, let's copy the given x plus 2 all over x minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. Substitute 1 to x. So, this will become 1 plus 2 all over 1 minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Is it less than or equal to 0? So since this is a negative number, we know that any negative number is less than 0. So it means to say na tama itong ating equation. So since x equals 1 will satisfy this inequality. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga numbers na ito na kinuha natin sa pagitan ng negative 2 and 3 or mula sa negative 2 to 3 ay solution sa ating rational inequality. Let us have now another example. What if we have x minus 10 all over x minus 5 is less than 0. So, how are we going to solve for this rational inequality? First is we have to take the numerator and the denominator. Those are x minus 10 and x minus 5. And then, we have to write this as equation. So, gagawin natin silang equals 0. So, ito naman ay x minus 5 equals 0. Solve for x, unahin natin ito. So, this will become x equals 10. So, we applied addition property of equality. At dito naman, this will be written as x equals 5. So, the same addition property of equality. Now, let's take the values of x. And then, we're going to draw two horizontal lines and two vertical lines. So, medyo pantayin natin. Okay. Like this. So, sa vertical lines natin, ilalagay natin ang values ng x na na-solve. So, we'll start with a smaller 1, 5, followed by 10. At dito naman sa kaliwang side ay isusulat natin yung mga factors natin na x minus 10 and x minus 5. Now, alin sa dalawang ito natin dapat isubstitute ang 5 to get 0. And that is in x minus 5 because 5 minus 5 is 0. So, we are going to write here a 0. And of course, si 10 ay sa x minus 10. Magiging 0 ang expression na ito pag nilagay natin ng 10 sa x nito. So, we're going to write 0 here. So, we are not going to shade 0 because ang inequality symbol natin ay walang line sa ibaba. Wala siyang or equal to. Okay? And then from 0, isulat natin yung mga numbers, sign ng mga numbers na nasa kaliwa niya. So, negative numbers here. At dito ay positive. The same here, this is 0. Sa kaliwa ay negative numbers. Sa kanan ay positive numbers. Next, multiply the signs. Negative times negative is positive. Negative times positive is negative. Positive times positive is positive. Now, alin sa mga signs na ito ang kukunin natin? Are we going to take positive or negative sign? So, balikan natin yung ating inequality symbol. This is less than, so it means we have to take the negative sign. So, ito. Ngayon, what region? Saang region nandoon nakasulat ang negative sign? That is in the region between 5 to 10. So, ibig sabihin, ang solution ng rational inequality natin ay, so hindi kasama ang 5 ang 10 because these two are not shaded. So, gagamitin natin itong symbol na ito, parenthesis, 5, 10. Ibig sabihin, hindi kasama sa solutions ang 5 and 10. So, this is different from the symbol we use sa nauna nating example because shaded ang 0 natin doon. So, kung isusulat natin ang solution sets nito, ibig sabihin, ang solution ng ating rational inequality ay we have x such that x is less than 10 because itong negative sign ay nasa kaliwa ng 10 but greater than 5 dahil nasa kanan naman siya ng 5 mga numbers na mas mataas sa 5. So, kung iisa-isahin natin, since finite numbers naman, yung ating solutions, hindi kasama ang 5 and 10. So, we have 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so these are the solutions of our rational inequality. And of course, sige, let us check if our answers are correct. Kukuha lang tayo ng isang value ng x sa mga ito. Let's try 6 para mas mababa. So, if x is equal to 6, substitute natin sa ating given rational inequality. X minus 10 all over x minus 5 is less than 0. So, dapat mag-satisfy yung answer sa ating inequality. So, we are going to write 6 to x. This will become 6 minus 10 all over 6 minus 5. Is it less than 0? So, 6 minus 10 is negative 4. 6 minus 5 is 1. Is it less than 0? Negative 4 over 1 is equivalent to negative 4. Is negative 4 less than 0? Yes, because any negative numbers is less than 0. Since tama ito, ibig sabihin, our solutions are correct. So, that will be all for today. See you again on my next video. Goodbye!